me, Ez, and Mike.
Well, we like talking. All right, we are live, my babes, and hopefully the stream starts to kick in across the Facebook groups. We're definitely live on the profiles, and we are pumping this up into YouTube. We're pumping it up into the client Facebook groups, and we're pumping it up into the free group. So how's the session, Mikhail? Good, mate?
Oh, wonderful, mate.
They
kind of look like a sweaty pig.
No, you look good, mate. You look very good.
It was brutal. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Testing?
Yeah. All good, mate. All good. What is going on, guys? Good morning.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully, look, we've never tried to do it on our streaming software like this, so hopefully the connection holds up okay. If it doesn't, well, I can't do anything about it, and we might need to refresh. Look, instantly looking a little bit fuzzy, girls and guys, but hopefully the stream's okay on the feed. So, how are you, Ezzy? You good, mate?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, you're looking very sexy in your new BBA gear as well.
I love it.
So good. The little bit of hesitation from the team is because there's a little bit of a delay in the stream, but that's all good. We don't give a fuck. We're going to power on anyway. So we're going to do our best. A little bit of a delay. How are you, Carls? You good?
I'm good. I'm sitting out in the nice crisp air, so I don't have a screaming baby. So, yeah, this is where I am this morning.
Dom, how's the training going, champion?
Fucking amazing. I'm back in the gym. My back is feeling better. So, hey, energy is high.
Love this. So we're going to say hello to our team, and we are good. Thanks for the feedback there, Matty Morehouse. All good this end, he says. Maybe we just look like this. We're just not that attractive. We kind of operate in slow motion. That's what it is. Hello, Jase. What's going on, legend? Yeah, we look like the bloody Brady Bunch here, don't we? Hello, Tezza. Of course, the first man in. We are on, guys. We're going to get this episode kicking in just a couple of minutes. Ladies, if you are in the group and you are watching this like a creep and you're not saying hi like Julie, Ashley, and Kaylee, then bloody say hi. We're going to start the episode in 1 minute. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about what makes a good transformation. Would love, over the course of this little podcast episode, to get feedback from you guys on what you think actually makes a good transformation. Maybe what you think makes a bad transformation. So let us know in the comments if you're ready to rock and roll. We are here, and hello, Maria. I hope you're well, buddy. We're going to be kicking this in 30 seconds. Now, coaches, hopefully we don't overlap each other in terms of making sure. So, Mike, you better have your two ready, brother. Look at him just like patting up his hair, making sure it looks nice. I love it. All right, guys. Hello, Lapo. Good morning. By the way, Carls, looked like a fantastic little women's coach call last night. There was bloody thousands of them on there. So good.
Yep. Beautiful. And the newer ladies that are just ripping the Band-Aid off and coming in is just so good.
Yeah, good stuff. All right. Well, look, let's get straight into this, guys. No need for any more delay. We got the team here ready. Hey, Jules, how are you, babe? I hope you're well. All right, let's go. On the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is the Better Body Academy podcast coming to you on an Australian Friday morning. We've got our coaches from across the world. The most handsome man, obviously, is Dom. Hello, Dom. How are you, mate? We've also got Mike and Jase here. And then, of course, our beautiful female coaches, Ezzy and Carly, sporting their new BBA attire. We are here today to have a little bit of a team. It's not even a menage a trois. What do you call a five-way? What's that?
A normal Saturday night.
A good Saturday night. Yeah, absolutely. So what we're here to discuss, guys, is we thought we'd bring the crew together and do a bit of a chat around what makes a good transformation? So we asked the question to the guys, what makes a good transformation? We're going to choose one or two things each to talk about. So without further ado, let's get stuck into it. I'm going to start with the Queen. Ez Waters, Coach Ez, in your opinion, what makes a good transformation? Let's double down.
I think being flexible is probably like the number one thing that I had to personally learn, and for it to be sustainable, because obviously there are a lot of very rigid diets, programs out there that, you know, when you first come into them, you can feel really, really motivated and it's quite easy to stick to. And then the minute that you hit like a bump in the road, you can go down that path of feeling like a huge failure, because life happens, right? And when life happens, these plans and programs and diets aren't based around life happening. So then you feel like, well, I've just completely failed everything that I've put intentions into. And if you haven't felt that feeling before, it's quite easy to go, you know, backwards very, very quickly and just kind of throw the baby out with the bathwater and go, well, what's the point? This always happens. You know, I hit a bump in the road and then I just pull away from everything. I'm just going to do that again this time because that's the easiest option. You know, it's sustainable when you can be flexible. We want to make lifelong changes. We don't want...
As a coach, how can you coach someone? How can you explain that to be flexible? Like what sort of a mindset do you have to have? Can you give some examples of how you had to deal with that in your transformation?
I think understanding that it's okay to have days that don't go to plan, and understanding that you've just got to learn how to pick yourself up a bit quicker. The longer that you're in a transformation, you learn very, very quickly how to pick yourself up instead of wallowing in like that fixed mindset of, like I said, you know, being really rigid with yourself. You learn, okay, it happens. That's cool. I don't have to wait until Monday. I just pick myself up the next day or in that moment, and I just keep moving forward. I learn how to manage these life situations that are thrown at me, and I just keep moving forward.
Dude, I love that. I love that so much. It's like, it's the mindset going into it that I expect to fail, not being shocked when it actually happens, right? What a great mindset to start. Coach Mike, going to go up to you, my bro. What are you thinking? What makes a great transformation?
Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm choking on coffee. For me, it goes back to having a definitive why, and that has to be you. It can't be anything else. It can't be friends, family. I'm doing it for... You're not doing it for anyone else. You're doing it for yourself. That is first and foremost. You need to have that ironed out, and it's the first thing I talk about to people when we introduce them into the program is, why are you here? Are you being accountable? And like, what part of the transformation do you want to reflect onto everybody else in your life? That's the most important. Get to the next level.
Do you think people like get lost on or overcomplicate the why? Could you give us some examples of what?
Like, no one's pushing you into making the move or the change. It's got to be you. You have to make that decision to change. You're the one that put your hand up. It's not your partner going, hey, you have to do it. You down to having a definitive why.
Dude, I love that. That's amazing. All right, Carls, hit us up.
Yeah, I'd have to go probably a little bit similar to Ez, is accepting imperfection. I think when we come into a transformation and we feel like, you know, really, really pumped to get on board, and we start doing our check-ins, our weight comes down, we feel amazing, and then it gets to like, you know, a couple of weeks in, and then sometimes it could be that weight loss slows or shit comes up. Kids, there's always something. It's usually that time, right? You get into momentum and something comes up. And yeah, I just think when you come into a transformation and set these really high expectations on yourself that I'm going to be doing A, B, and C, putting ticks in every boxes, and then kids get sick. Hubby goes on night shift. As your meal went out the window last night. Like, just because one bad thing has happened or didn't go to plan, there's always, you come back the next day and you just make a deposit or whatever it is. Like, stop coming in and thinking, I've got to give this 100% because shit is going to happen. Things are going to happen along the way, and it's part of transformation. It's life.
Yeah, we tend to think of it's like, just because we sign up to do a program or to a transformation, the whole world stops. And just like we occupy in this vacuum, like where nothing gets us. And then we quickly realize, holy shit, it doesn't work like that, right? So totally love that.
Yeah.
Dom, hit us, brother. What you got? What makes a good transformation?
Well, first of all, guys, some amazing points. I'm loving this. This might be the most value we've ever delivered within a short period of time. I mean, hey, guys, clinging to your desktop.
Look at the fucking German. The German is absolutely going bananas. He gets so excited on the podcast. I love it, dude. I love it. Hit us.
So here we go. So I have visible, measurable progress. We like, no matter how hard it is to take that first picture, because we hate who we see, right? It is so important that we hold tight and have that moment to go back to. And not only pictures, right? This can also be a trap. We don't only want to look for pictures. We don't want to only look for the weight on the scale, because we know that can be so deceiving and so misleading. We also want measurements, right? So having visible, measurable progress lined up where you can go back to, draw motivation, and different sets, different metas, so we can really be sure, right? In case something's not moving. Oh, am I really on the wrong track? Maybe not. Let's look at a different measurement. That's very important. And number two, having a more holistic approach. Okay, looking at the whole, right? We get so caught up into small segments of our transformation that taking a step back and looking, okay, how's my stress? How's my sleep? How am I doing? Like taking that step back and looking like what's going on in my life? How's my stress? And dialing down to what are the triggers? Like what makes me go into spiral? What triggers? And like having more of a look at the whole, I think will carry you far.
I think that's super great advice. Well, and I think to anyone that listens or is listening to this podcast, don't think for a moment that the 5 people on your screen are beyond falling for the same things that you fall through. We did, and we still do. It's the human nature, right? We're flawed. We're fucked. But guess what? Like when we're fucked, but we still take action anyway, that's a really, really great platform. If you're just not going to do anything until everything's perfect, well, good luck. Like that's actually what causes the problem in the first place. So Ez, we're going to come back to you. Number 2 for you, babe.
I'm going to say support. And it kind of backs on to what I was saying about being flexible. When things go wrong, it's really easy. If you don't have that support around you, it's really easy to just go back to those old habits, because you don't have someone sitting there reminding you, hey, this is why you want to make a change. Like, what are you doing? You're not helping yourself here. You know, weight loss is really mentally challenging. If you've got all the right tools, it's quite easy, but the mental challenges that you face is really, really difficult. And when you've got people that you can lean on in those times, it makes it a whole lot easier. You realize you're not alone. Like other people are facing these. When you feel like you're alone and you feel like you're doing it on your own constantly, you make up your own excuses. You get stuck in these fixed mindsets. And if you don't have someone to pull you up and say, hey, come on, what are you doing? You're never going to make a change, ever. I think support's pretty much number one for me. Having that support. I've tried to do weight loss on my own. I've had all the tools there. The thing that was missing was the support from people that want to do the same thing. Like we all know that there's certain people in our lives that can quite easily drag us back into those bad habits that we don't necessarily want to, invite into our lives. But when you have that peer pressure of, come on, let's just go out. Oh, you're on this bloody diet thing again. It's easy to fall into that trap. But when you've got people around you doing the same thing as you, it's a lot easier to go, no, that doesn't benefit me. I want to stick to this path because this is what's going to help me change my life.
It's a really good point. You start to see the people who have actually got your back when you start to either go into something hard or become, successful at something. Who has got your fucking back? I love that. Mikey, hit me.
Yeah, that's a great point. And I think, to me, the support is the secret sauce in any transformation. And you're right; it's the most important part to have the success. And backing off that, even more so, is being your own cheerleader, having that self-love and accepting the reflection in the mirror, regardless of what part of the transformation you're in. Because we're not always going to be perfect. We're not always going to be that specimen that we think we are. We're going to have moments of trauma happen in our lives. You've got to accept that reflection in the mirror. I think you've got to go to bed every day with your head on the pillow, knowing that you've done absolutely everything possible in that day to get towards your next goal, right? And then if you haven't, you've got to accept that what you did fuck up with, you can move on with or fix or go back to or hit that reset, not restart, hit the reset button and go back that day, start again and move forward. If you don't have self-love and you don't accept yourself in the mirror, the reflection each and every day, like we look at ourselves in the morning and we look at ourselves before we go to bed when we brush our teeth. And if you can't accept that reflection is of what effort you put in the day, the week, the month, it's going to be really, really hard to continue on with the journey. Because that comes down to, are you looking at long-term and you're not meeting your goals yet? Or are you not celebrating the small wins along the way, the 1 kilo, the half a kilo, the, increasing your weight by 2.5 kilos, like all those little things that know that you are progressing forward. Like that everyone gets fixated on the scale. It's like, fuck the scale. Like your waist is coming in, right? That's more important. Your pants are dropping to the floor when you pull them up. Your belt buckle's like one notch further. Like they're the things that you've got to accept more and more and more. It's not about the mountaintop. It's about the staircase to get to the next level of the mountain, right? But that's self-love. You've got to accept absolutely everything. If you're not accountable for what you've done and you can't accept it at the end of the day, like if I go to bed and I go, fuck, my to-do list is shit. Why was it shit? Because I fucking procrastinated or I got caught up in a YouTube spiral of fucking memes, something, whatever it is, right? If you can't accept that you didn't do the work for the end of the day and you missed your target, then that's tough shit. But you got to accept, reset tomorrow and start again. You can do it.
Do you think that at a certain point in a transformation, one has to make a decision to stop being like propelled by loathing and hatred and the person that they want to be, and I don't want to look like that? Do you think it needs to move into being drawn towards, okay, cool, like where do I want to go? Where's my, what, do you know what I mean? Like for me, there's a transition that has to happen there. The pain's really good to get you started. But if for the next 5 years, the only way that you can stay in shape is looking at yourself in the mirror and saying you're fucking disgusting, I don't really think that's a sustainable route.
No, no, it's not sustainable. But I think if you can change that hatred into fuel, there is nothing wrong with having a relationship with the devil. Like I think that's more important than the angel on your shoulder. If you can accept and become friends with the devil when those moments do happen, because we all go backwards into, oh fuck, I'm back to where I was before. All those, I ate a block of chocolate last night. Oh, just fuck. No, that's cool. That's cool. We had trauma. We moved through the trauma. We accepted it. We went back and had a little bit of chocky. It's not fucking up the whole system. It's just trauma. We've dealt with it. We've accepted and acknowledged it, right? If we can do that with the devil, we become friends with the devil. You don't have to say, hey, I'm going to do what you say. It's like, yeah, I acknowledge that, dude. Like, I understand it's there, but I'm better than that. I'm past that. So yeah, you got to have a healthy relationship with the hatred and use that as a positive to fuel your progress, move forward. Like I was did the walk with the girls on the weekend, right? Young Steph has had a traumatic past, And mate, I just got in her ear and said, you've got to fucking channel that energy right now of all that hatred, the shit that you copped when you were younger. Get up that fucking hill and get to the top and celebrate, saying, you know, you did not create this. Like, you put that fuel there. You lit that fucking flame, right? That's the thing that you got to have. You got to have a love relationship or a friendship with the devil.
That's something that Dave Goggins would go, oh, that just got me real horny, Mike. Carly, finish us off.
Yeah, probably on the back end of support. You know, it's easy to come into a transformation or start a new lifestyle and think, well, you know, where are my supporters around me? I think, how do you get that support? You need to be communicating with the people around you why you are doing these things in the first place. I speak to so many women, and it's really easy to tell your partner, look, I'm going to go and create this new lifestyle and I want to become really, really healthy and blah, blah, blah. And partner may just think, he just looks at it from an external aspect. It's all about just, she wants to just look good. Okay. And there's been conversations where, okay, what if she gets in shape? What if she gets in really, really good shape and she gets really confident and leaves me? Okay. You need to communicate to your partner on a deeper level why you are doing these things. It's deeper than just pure aesthetics, right? It's that internal love. It's wanting to show up as a better mum. It's wanting to show up as a better partner. Like, there is more to transformation than just weight loss. This is what I'm saying. You need to be able to have open communication with friends, with family, whether it's sometimes we unfortunately our closest people can be the ones that sabotage us, whether it's consciously, subconsciously, whatever. But if you are not communicating to them the reasons why you are doing the things or making the choices, it's really, really hard to stay on track. An example would be, just say, you go out for a beautiful girls' lunch. The girls are ordering the buffalo wings and getting stuck into the pork belly, and you order yourself a grilled fish or something. You probably look like a bit of a weirdo, but having that remark of, here she is, she's on another diet. Like, it's just a comment made. But if you can communicate to your friends, your family, why you are doing these things in the first place and ask them for their support, things become a lot easier. Because I believe that when one person is pulling one way in a relationship, wanting to start a healthier lifestyle, and the other one's kind of stuck in this pattern, and that's okay, that's not a criticism, but when one's pulling one way, the other one's going the other way, a lot of tension can happen and relationship breaks down. You need to be able to communicate with those immediate people that are in your circle to get that support. Yeah, that's a big one for me.
And I think that's probably, would you agree that that's probably more something that is prominent for a woman than a man? Not that it's absent for a man, but it seems to me that from the outside, at least, women have more difficulty buying their partners into the idea of them doing a transformation than the other way around.
Yeah. Well, I believe so. I think it works both ways, but yeah, it's just one of those things I think that creeps back into a woman's head is all of the, maybe we focus too much on all of the negative stuff, and it comes up with, I've got so many responsibilities, kids, hubby, bloody household duties and the rest of it, and then one simple comment, why are you doing this, it can completely derail everything. Communication.
I love this. Well, look, guys, we are going to hold the podcast there. Hopefully there was something in there that kind of grabbed your attention. This whole transformation thing is really, really difficult. And anyone that says it's easy, I think they're missing that. And Jackie says we focus too much on the what ifs. That's exact. I love that approach, Jackie. And so I would like to do a lot more of these types of podcasts. It looks like we've got to stabilize the stream a little bit, but if you stayed with us for the duration of the podcast, hopefully there was some value in it. Guys, happy Friday. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. This has been the crew from Better Body Academy.